Seeking lost knowledge. Use the tomb at several Night Elf ruins on the Broken Shore. Now, we need to make our way to several points throughout the Broken Isles. Now, the easiest way is, well, if you don't already have the flight path, you will have to do a little bit of running. I've already fully explored the Broken Isles myself, so I can skip those. So let's make our way into, first things first, Elgin Point, if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. And we should be able to get the first part of this done at the... I think this is the Lost Temple? I think. Could be complete... Oh, well, it says right there, Lost Temple. So I'm going to go with the fact that this could be the Lost Temple. Now, I do know from my experience that the easiest way to access this is actually to head east. Now, last time I headed this way, I did actually find one of the discs. Now, if you don't currently have flying on the Broken Isles, it's a little bit of a trick for you. You can get one of the Legion flying discs. You can control it to a degree. It's always going forward, though, essentially. You can't stop it, which is a bit of a pain if you're trying to like do some quests on it or something like that. So it's pretty hard to click on the NPC you're caching the quest into or picking the quest up from and collect it unless you have some like auto quest completer. Now, first things first, we need to make our way along here. I think this gives us a free pet. Nope, just does damage. Yeah, well, does something anyway. Ooh, free cash. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Try and focus right. So, if I'm correct, it's here we need to be. Out of range. Cheers, mate. This'll do. This guy. Interestingly enough, that was not the Lost Temple. Lost Temple is the one up here. Which I got the funny feeling I might come across the Moonlight Ascent somewhere along here as well. Well, I hope I do anyway. Be a pain in the ass if I don't. Now, I think there's two ways to this. I think there's one underneath here. Yeah, it looks like there is. And then one on the upper level, which is the ramp I just kind of looked at, but I'm not sure if you saw properly. You might want to stop to kill these. I really can't be bothered. I'm going to have to kill them now because they're a pain in the ass. I'm going to use this thing, see what it does. Some laser eyes on them. Alright, so next one. This is the Lost Temple. Now, we'll see where the third point is. I think it's around here. Yes, I was right. Okay, so we need to take that little path that I saw up. Now, there is technically another way up here. I think it's just around here to the very west side of the Lost Temple. But if I'm right, there was a pathway up here somewhere. Yeah, that certainly looks like it. And here is the final point. My god, do these things not stop following me or something? Right, so we have the final point just here. Obviously, if you have flying, this might be easier to fly away, but I do not, so I am going to use my Flightmaster's Whistle, and I could technically use my Hearthstone if I didn't actually have it on cooldown. That's a definite tip. The second you get here, set your Hearthstone to the Deliverance point, otherwise you've got to have a lot of running. Right, so let's get flying back to Deliverance Point. Here's the guy. I swear every time I bring up that map it shows me there's a world quest here. An important side note is to always make sure that you try and complete these quests as best you can, because these are all going to contribute to your reputation with the armies of Legion Fall, because you need that to be revered so you can fly. You need it for this. Revered. You only need revered, luckily enough, so you don't need to work your way all the way up to Exalted, because I'd probably just cry if that was the case. Now I'll speak to Archmage Khadgar and cash it in.